Hello, my name's Mel, and I sorta got annoyed recently, so I wanted to get a rant out, you know. This is the first one, just the first rant that I'll be having, but I'm sure there's a lot more to come in the future. Probably short, but I made a list. It's not particularly like um a real like okay, it is a criticism at Minecraft, but it's not like a well thought out one. I'm just really pissed, okay? May not sound that like that, but I am. So, I'm playing Minecraft as always, you know. I have not much else to do. Um on break. So, I'm playing Minecraft, right? And I'm chilling. But then I see a few glowing dots. And I immediately think, ah, shit. You know what those dots are? That's a goddamn warden. It's a goddamn deep dark, actually, to be more precise. It's a goddamn deep dark, which means that it's the warden. And the warden is bad. I know, there's probably nothing that I can say that hasn't been said before by other people. I know, I think some what was his name? Someone made a yeah, like Adam Zone, something like that. Yeah, so he and someone else, I think. I listened to a bit. I didn't really finish listening, but because I was already like mad. Okay, you know when you're pissed at something and you just have to find something on the internet that also hates them, so you have someone to relate to. Well, I did that with the warden because I realized just how I never really interacted with it. I just avoided the deep dark, right? The problem is, you just that's not a solve for everything. The warden fundamentally breaks everything about Minecraft, or its rules, you know, Minecraft quote unquote rules, or whatever Minecraft like made abundantly clear. It's a sandbox, whatever. You're supposed to build whatever, wherever, however. You're supposed to kill however, you're supposed to walk however you want. It's all about how you want. But no, the warden is an unfair, unbalanced piece of garbage. I don't know who made it. I think it's like, was it King B Dogs? I don't know. But he sucks at it. He shouldn't do it again. Please no. It's it slows down progression. Okay, so it's definitely not a very well organized list, but I have a few lists of criticisms of hatred that I want to spew out there. So it slows down progression, which is not a go in my book. You're supposed to, you know, mine and stuff like that. You can progress as fast as you want. But then in a mine, randomly, there's like diamonds. Apparently diamonds spawn more often in Deep Dark. I didn't know that. That's hella annoying. Um, Now you're locked out of easier ways to get diamonds. So it's slowed down. I mean, obviously not that much because you don't feel it when you don't go to the Deep Dark. Um, but you can definitely see more diamonds. That's a slowdown. You can't go there if you don't want to deal with this stupid warden. That was a that was a bad. That was a bad point. Okay, that was a bad point. I'll admit that, but it's out there. Okay, it's a real point. Not maybe not that valid, but it's a real point. Okay, just bear with me. Um, makes what the warden does, and the deep dark, and yeah, the warden mainly because the deep dark gets ruined by the warden, not the warden is ruined by the deep dark. Um, why do I Why do I have to like? Why do I talk so fast? I should probably slow down. It's not like I'm in a rush. Yeah, the warden is chasing me actually. Um, so it makes what you grinded for, right? Netherite, diamonds, fully maxed out, stuff like that. You worked so hard on that, right? Hours upon hours of days, weeks, long weekends, just grinding and stuff like that. All that gets thrown away by a single mob. He can two-shot you in full maxed out netherite. He can kill you if you have a totem on you, but you don't have like 30 in your inventory. Which, by the way, is 27 is the maximum items you can carry in your inventory. Well, 28 if you're in Java, I think, right? Yeah, 28 if you're in Java. So, or Bedrock actually too, yeah. You can put your totem in offhand on Bedrock. So, by the way, yes, this is ray tracing on Bedrock. Yes, that's right. I love ray tracing. Anyway, it makes that irrelevant because it destroys you in just 2 hits, and it is extremely, extremely fast. Can sniff you out, which I know that's like a oh, so players don't AFK and wait till he despawns. Bitch, how am I supposed to sneak around? How am I supposed to move away if I'm just sneaking, you know? You're putting the thing that I need to deal with him in the structure where he is, which is Swift Sneak, by the way. The Warden walking is faster than you sneaking. And sometimes this dude just can't sniff you. You're 5 blocks around him. Yeah, he knows where you are. Someone put it as it feels like the Warden just pretending to be blind, which yeah, that does feel like it. I always felt that since it dropped. I don't know which update exactly because I stopped following the numbers, but it felt that way when I first encountered him. It's like he was pretending. Eventually did find a way out, and I just watched him from afar as he crawled back down to hell where I assume he came from and all his brethren. Um he just so he ruins your progression because like yeah, I grinded for all this stuff and now what? Now what? I get killed by this random dude in the overworld no less. Like at least all the other bosses are like maybe not confined, but they're set for a specific dimension. I know that does make sense that the Warden would be an overworld boss, but like I feel like there should be like some sort of like the Guardian feels more like an adept to be an overworld boss because it's the easiest one, right? You make them harder bit by bit, right? Um, like you make okay, I don't think the Ender Dragon is harder than the Wither, but it kind of makes sense, right? Here's the Guardian in the overworld. Here you make the Wither, it's 2 times harder. Here you make the Dragon, it's maybe not 2 times, but like a bit harder than the Wither. And you have like a staircase, you know what I'm saying? So the player climbs up from the Guardian to the Wither to the Ender Dragon, which is the final boss. But now, what it looks like is here's the Warden. That doesn't even represent it. And here is the Dragon and Wither compared to him. Do you see what I mean? They're where is the staircase? I'm only going up and then falling down. They feel like nothing now. You've made them irrelevant. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It spawns unfairly. Oh my god. That is huge point. So the warden, if you don't know, has uh, has a certain block. It's called a shrieker, which when triggered or stepped on 4 times will spawn the warden. How you trigger it is you have like certain blocks that like detect sound. Oh my god, I have a lot of coal. Which detect sound, and then it like makes a pulse and whatever, and it like goes to the shrieker 4 times, and he spawns. Thing is, these sensors can detect sounds from inside walls. So one could literally be behind this wall, and I mine a few blocks, and all of a sudden it detects me from 8 blocks over there. I think the maximum range is 8 blocks or 7. I don't know. Correct me if you can. So it sometimes a shrieker can be behind a wall, and you don't know about it, and all of a sudden you will hear a scream. So you try to retreat, right? And you sneak, and you sneak, and you sneak. But eventually, you're on the edge of the biome. All of a sudden, a skeleton shoots you, and another shrieker gets activated because it's. I don't know. You taking damage is a sound that is not triggered by a mob, it's triggered by you. Mobs can't spawn the warden, which is a good thing. Very good thing. Wow, wow. Would that be shit if the warden could be spawned by bats? It's like cartoons or something where they're like, no, 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 to like a mouse or something like that. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a that one scene in Emperor's New Groove where uh Cusco is like in a cave with panthers, and all of a sudden a stupid squirrel with with a balloon comes by and like pops it. All of a sudden, all the panthers wake up. That'd be kind of okay. That actually does make it sound funny if mobs could interact with the warden. Did I just kill 2 horses at the same time? How did I even manage that? Okay, whatever. I did need to do that, by the way. Uh, I hope that doesn't disqualify my. I hope that doesn't disqualify uh my rant because it shows that I hate horses. Because I don't. I just saw leather and I need leather to make bundles, but apparently I don't have string, which is very poorly planned of me. Okay. Oh my god. Please. I keep getting distracted. Spawns unfairly, so the warden can just randomly spawn. You don't even know, right? Do you really? And the question is, do you really want to sneak through an entire biome? Uh, I don't. I don't care. Avoiding it. Sorry, you're locking away an entire section of a cave behind a stupid crawl wall. I don't know, to prevent bored people from living. Like, sorry, but sneaking is boring. It's not fun. It's not fun avoiding the warden. It's just not. This is not. It's even poorly designed as horror because the only thing you're scared of is losing your progress, and that's never a good basis on horror. This is a kids game, but like ignoring that it's a kids game. Imagine if it was in a different game, right? Imagine that. It's poorly designed in a horror aspect as well. It's okay. Spawns unfairly is done, right? I think everyone gets it that the warden can just randomly spawn whenever you're in a cave, and if then, oh yeah, you can avoid just going to the deep dark. Yeah, but then you're locking away an entire part of a cave, and this is a sandbox game, by the way. You're supposed to go wherever you want, whenever you want, however you want. Not with 50 enchanted golden apples. God damn, I didn't bring my bed. Um, is unfair in stats is the next point. Abso-hella-lutely. Doesn't the Warden have 500 HP? I don't think it's quite 500 hearts, right? I have to fact check that because I actually don't know. I'm worried that they made it 500 hearts, but I doubt. That'd be 1000 HP. That'd be too much, which I don't doubt. Whoever made this clearly has an OC that's called Warden or something, and they want it added and make it super overpowered. Okay, stats. It can two-shot you from afar and close range. Through walls, by the way. The sonic boom goes through walls. It has ungodly amounts of speed. Well, yes, the Wither and the Ender Dragon are very fast. It's because they fly. This dude, when he walks, is like wobbling about, which yes, does make for a scary visual. But it also makes it for like, uh, what is this? Power walking queen. It makes it scary but also funny visual, which what are you trying to do? Are you trying to make horror or are you trying to make goof? It God, this rant is really bad right now because I can't actually focus. I think it's a bad idea. Next time I'll do something else instead of playing Minecraft. Um I'll play mind-numbing Slay the Spire Watcher deck. Infinite. Yeah, I'll play an infinite. That's mind-numbing. Although mind-numbing wouldn't be good, right? Okay, whatever. Let's get back on track, please. Please, 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 please. It's unfair in stats, right? I think we get that. Has so much HP. Actually, let me check. How much health does the Warden have? Ignore me dying. 500 health points. Okay, that's what I thought. 500 health points. 250 hearts. The Iron Golem. That's 2.5 Iron Golems. So if Iron Golem takes like, let's say 7 hits on Bedrock from a fully enchanted sharpness sword with crits, which is by the way way more than on Java. The way less like hits than on Java. Java faces even worse issues when it comes to killing him or getting rid of him in any way or fighting him. Um, the Warden also is ungodly fast. Can sniff you out. By the way, if you're sneaking, he could just randomly know where you are. Like I said at the beginning, he can shoot his stupid sonic blast walls. He can two-shot you in fully enchanted netherite armor from a distance and up close. Okay, next one. Is too scary for a kid's game. Now, now, I don't hugely agree. I think, I think kids deserve horror. That may sound stupid, but nowadays horror for kids is not that good. So I appreciate Mojang trying to do something like that for a game that's for kids, so they actually, experience all the different genres you have in gaming. I like that. That's giving them more freedom with their future games because they, learned. Maybe they think the Warden is super cool and they want to experience that more. So they try games like Resident Evil 2. That's super cool. Glad. Or maybe Resident Evil 2 is a bad example. The Last of Us, I think, is more sneaky, right? Resident Evil 2 is more like shoot it and run. Shoot and run. Hit and run. Stuff like that. Okay, whatever. Hit and run is a type of car crash. Okay, whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not high. I'm just I'm just playing Minecraft. And that was a bad idea apparently. Um, so it's way too scary for kids. Get. I think the warden deserves, like I think kids deserve good horror, but at the same time, the only thing you're scared of is not any visuals or any stuff like that. Maybe the sounds actually. The sounds they're kind of good. They're kind of very good. Like the and the animations, like the bobbing around. Okay, I did say that was looks goofy, but it's also scary. Um, I just think that it's badly designed as horror because the only thing you're scared of is you losing items, and that's just when is that ever fun in a horror game? Losing progress. Resident Evil 4's favorite sections of players aren't exactly the ones where you're scared that you'll have to repeat everything you did when you die. Where the hell did I put my treasures? Hey. Um, what was I talking about? It's not that good of a horror because the only thing you're scared of is losing your items and your progress. Never a good, never a good start for horror. Never a good basis for horror. Just, oh no, I'm gonna lose so much progress when he comes. Instead of, oh shit, I'm scared shitless of that dude. Oh no, 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 no. The sound is good. The looks and animations are slightly good. Everything else is dog shit. And by that I mean the section of you sneaking and randomly activating it because, oh wow, you didn't hold your shift button or you misclicked and pressed the B button on your controller because of your fat fingers, fat fuck. But yeah, but I don't agree with the point of way too scary for a kids game. Honestly, I think kids deserve horror, and this is like no blood, no gore. It's just horror in its most basic form, which is appreciated. You don't see that often. Um, runes caving randomly. Yes, it does. Oh my god. Randomly. You will just be in this god cave, okay? You'll find so many diamonds. Like this. These 7 blocks of diamonds were from a single cave. Then I was in that cave, and suddenly, guess what I spot? This stupid color scheme of green and cyan, dark green. And now I know. I can't go there because I'll have to sneak all the way through. You know how slow sneaking is and how big caves are these days? Yeah, I'm not getting out. And even if I find one, what if there's a shrieker nearby? If I find a diamond, I want to mine it. I can't because it will activate the shrieker and I'll lose everything that I collected so far. Cool. And Swift Sneak is the enchant to solve this theoretically is locked behind that section. Cool. It's also very rare. Cool. Love it. So now you have like an entire inaccessible part. If you don't want to lose hours for like a stack of diamonds, which is only 9 blocks by the way, and 1 diamond, which I can get from strip mining the same hours without the same danger of losing all your items. Hmm. Exactly. It's annoying, Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking writing that down. Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, whatever. Subjective, I guess. Is unrewarding. Yeah, that's. I don't feel like I just avoided a great danger. I don't feel like I did that. I feel like I avoided some kid's OC from 5th grade where they thought, yeah, cool, this monster can blow you up from 50 blocks away, can run at super fast speeds, blah blah blah. No, no, it's just not fun. It's unrewarding. You don't even get anything from it if you kill him. Which, yeah, it's you're not supposed to kill him. I agree with that. You shouldn't kill him. It's a waste of your time. But like, make it more rewarding. What the hell do you find in an ancient city? That sorry, but like, end cities are way better in loot. And if you already go there, that means I don't know what it means. I think you're a psycho. In early game. Maybe you want to get, I don't know, rich quick. Yeah, that's okay. That's fair. But why make it like the most difficult thing ever? Please? Why? Take that barrel. Yeah, that's about it, right? The Warden fundamentally ruins everything about Minecraft, slows down progression, makes worked for and grinded items like netherite and diamonds and enchants worthless, spawns unfairly through walls, sound activated, whatever, everything. Way too scary for kids game. That's disqualified. Runes caving randomly by just spawning in the deep dark, and now you have an entire section of a cave. Bad. Is annoying. That's it. There's nothing more to this sentence. It's just annoying. Because, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's annoying because now you have to sneak and get away from it and stuff like that, and is unrewarding. You don't get anything from it. Only thing you get is a new enchant, which you only get in specific areas. It's the Dark City, Deep City, Deep Dark City, Ancient City. I think it's called Ancient City. The Ancient City, and so it's not even in every single Deep Dark biome that you find. It's actually very rare. So you don't even get the Swift Sneak. You just get more diamonds for the risk of losing all your progress and then having a problem of retrieving it because the warden's still there, you have none of your stuff, and you might spawn another one because you lack resources, and picking up items is a sound you produce. That's about it. Thanks for listening. See you next time.